As the first light touches the hills of Kirenge, a new day begins. Here, nestled in the heart of Kenya's coffee-growing region, lies a story as rich as the soil itself. It is the story of a farm, a family, and a community bound by the threads of history and hope. For over 3 generations, Kirenge Farm has been a cornerstone of this community. Today, as preparations begin, we step into the world of Mr. David Humphrey Kamawe Nugi, a farmer whose life's work intertwines with the history of this land.
My family moved here in 1942. The earliest memories are very bitter because those days the African was allowed to plant only 100 plants per season. It was regulated so highly. You prepared the holes, put the manure under the agriculture officer's watch, and then you go and collect the seedlings from a nursery which was controlled by the location chief. The activities of the freedom fighting said that coffee growing should be for everybody. So you see the transition from coffee being grown by the white man alone to it being grown by the black man as well has changed the landscape in this place greatly.
His story begins with the land, the people, and the delicate balance required to nurture one of nature's most cherished gifts, coffee.
The growing of coffee improved the resilience of our family. It made us who we are. We grew up a very serious family, committed to hard work. It made us very different from a lot of other kids, and that's not bragging. This home is the source of the brightest kids around here, and that was not a joke. It influenced us in such a way that we had to look after this coffee seriously, keep the legacy of our parents, because they also worked very hard to make sure they were able to plant coffee and be licensed to have a pulping factory.
At the heart of Kirenge is the factory, a place where raw potential transforms into a product that connects people across continents. From the rhythmic hum of machines to the precise hands of workers, every moment is a step in a process perfected over decades.
This water is vital. Without water, you cannot pulp the coffee. It needs to be very wet when it goes down there.
This is where tradition meets innovation. Sorting, pulping, and cleaning. Each step is a tribute to the past and a promise for the future. The journey of coffee begins far from the machines. Under the sun's watchful gaze, the farmers work the fields, selecting each cherry by hand. This is where the craft begins.
This is the ripe coffee now, picked without spoiling the branches. We have been picking it for ages, but you find that the returns have been very bad. The cooperative societies, who are the marketers, has been very punishing. Farmers pick the best coffee, we process it and take it there, but you get very little.
Rooted in generations of knowledge, passed down like a sacred trust. For Mr. Nugi, this farm is more than land. It is a legacy. It tells the story of resilience against colonial exploitation and the determination of a people who refuse to let go of their identity.
The effect of colonialism in coffee growing in this region was the worst. The land was taken by force. And then they forced our people to grow the coffee for them for zero. It made us slaves in a way. Africans were allowed to grow coffee in 1957. Life was very tough. But after colonialism.
Once the cherries are picked, their journey continues. At the pulping station, the beans are freed from their fruit, revealing the seeds that will one day become the perfect cup. For Mr. Nugi, this step is more than a process. It's a ritual of care. Timing, precision, and respect for the bean's integrity ensure that every batch reflects the love poured into its creation.
When the coffee is poured here, it is usually wet and it is spread like that so that it dries.
On the drying trays, the beans bask under the Kenyan sun. This is a critical moment in their transformation, as moisture is drawn out to preserve their flavor.
Once they dry it, they have to sort it again and remove all these husks and whatever else not desired.
Workers gently turn the beans, a labor of patience and attention that mirrors the pace of life here at Kirenge. It's a reminder that great things take time, and in every detail lies a story.
This is now the clean coffee. They pick a few of the bad ones, bag it properly in 60 kg sizes.
So after that we shed it for milling. Hii inaitangwa bean hopper.
Bean hopper.
This is a bean hopper. Kawa inatumia hapa barabara ya kwenye pre-cleaner vibrating conveyor. Inatumika kutoa the soft foreign matter zenye ziko kwa kahawa. Inabebwa na hiyo elevator, inapita juu. This is a combined hala but iko na distoner. Hala kazi yake ni inatoa hii husk ya juu, inapelekwa bado na elevator, inapelekwa kwa polisher kutoa the outer skin ikuwe polished for good preservation. This is a grading system na kawa inagradiwa kulingana na size grader.
For Mr. Nugi, the work is not just about producing coffee. It is about restoring pride and purpose to the farmers of this region.
We analyze the coffee, look at the defect counts, the color of the coffee. It's greenish. We lost a sample of 100 grams. The essence of roasting is to get which class we are going to classify that coffee.
Kirenge Gold represents more than a brand. It is a beacon of hope.
We have the dark, the medium, the light, which we are holding right now. Customers will get a chance to taste these different profiles.
By championing organic practices and fair trade, it seeks to uplift the community while sharing Kenya's coffee heritage with the world.
I come from a family of coffee farmers. I was able to see that there's a disparity between the farmer and the consumer, where the consumer might be paying a very exponential amount for the final product, whereas the farmers are getting very little. And of course, me being a Kenyan in the US market, I'm always looking for a way to bring a piece of where I'm from there. You know, bringing the best of what Kenya has to offer to someone who may have not been here before. Kenyan coffee, especially in the central province area, tends to be of the highest quality. Kirenge specifically, the soil is ideal. It's a kind of soil where you really don't have to add much. We barely use fertilizer. We literally rely solely on the sun and the rain to cultivate our coffee. It's as organic gets.
In every bean lies a story of perseverance, passion, and pride.
Everything I'm doing at Kirenge is a subtotal of all my experiences. I studied film and I've also done masters in business. I've been fortunate to have worked and combined the two, and I was able to launch Kirenge as a result of that.
Kirenge Gold is not just coffee. It is a connection, a bridge between the farmers who cultivate it and the world that savors it. It is the harvest of heritage.
Half of the United States consumes coffee. That's over 150 million people. Out of those 150 million, you have about 10% who consume specialty coffee, which is what Kenyan coffee is. It's the best coffee in the world.
I'm just trying to get these great Kenyan flavor.
The ultimate goal for Kirenge Gold in the US market is to secure a piece of that coffee market share and to be able to make a statement for Kenyan coffee. That's the goal.
As the day ends at Kirenge, the work continues, quietly, tirelessly, and with purpose. From the heart of Kenya to the world, Kirenge Gold. Coffee crafted with care, rooted in tradition, and made for the future.